Welcome back to Supercar. Today we're uncovering the truth behind one of the most talked about compact SUVs coming in 2025, the Renault Captur. Let's be real, Max. Is this just another small hybrid, or is it actually worth the hype?
Honestly, it's way more than hype. The 2025 Captur isn't just updated, it's completely redefined. Renault went all in on design, performance, and smart tech this time.
I saw the photos and wow, that blue and black color combo with the 19-inch wheels, it doesn't even look like a compact SUV. It looks like a concept car.
Exactly. The bold styling makes it stand out instantly. That gloss black grille, sharp matrix LED headlights, and the new Renault logo give it a really aggressive and modern vibe. It's got presence.
And from the side, it looks lower and more stretched, like it wants to race, not park. But what about the cabin? It looks fancy, is it?
It is. Inside, you've got ambient LED lighting, wood-textured trim, and a clean, modern dashboard. It feels upscale the moment you get in.
Two big screens, right?
Yep. One for the driver's instruments and one for infotainment. Both are sharp, fast, and super easy to use. It's a digital cockpit done right.
Let's talk engines. Everyone's asking, is it just a basic hybrid or something smarter?
Definitely smarter. The 1.6-liter E-Tech plug-in hybrid is one of the highlights. It switches seamlessly between electric and petrol depending on your drive. You get the quiet city experience and the range for longer trips.
Does it actually feel quick?
For its class, yes. 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in about 9 seconds. It's responsive, agile, and honestly fun to drive, especially in the city.
And handling, can it take a curb without feeling like it's tipping over?
Totally. Light steering, tight control, and a low center of gravity. It stays balanced, even in sharper turns. Renault nailed the dynamics.
And the upgraded E-Tech system, you mentioned energy recuperation?
Exactly. It recharges during braking, offers multiple drive modes, and adapts to your driving style. It's hybrid tech with real intelligence behind it.
Now let's address the competition. We've got the Peugeot 2008, VW T-Roc, and Hyundai Kona in the mix. Why would someone pick the Captur?
Styling is a big reason. Captur just looks more daring. But beyond that, it has serious hybrid credibility, and Renault's interior upgrades really elevate the experience. Especially for the European market, Renault's brand power matters.
All right, let's get down to money. What are we looking at?
Around 26,000 euros for the petrol model and 32,000 euros for the hybrid. That's solid value considering the design, tech, and efficiency you're getting.
And when's the release?
Expected in the last quarter of 2025. Not far off.
So, bold design, intelligent hybrid system, premium interior, it's checking all the boxes. But the real question is, would you buy it?
If I wanted a compact SUV that looks sharp, feels modern, and doesn't compromise on tech, definitely.
All right, now it's your turn. Would you pick the 2025 Captur over the T-Roc or Kona? Drop your answer in the comments. We want to hear from you.
And don't forget to subscribe to Supercar for more deep dives, honest insights, and bold automotive picks.
Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you next time right here on Supercar.